similar situations. When you have children, sometimes it can be a daily prayer to ask for strength and patience. It's the same with marriage as well. Anyone who's been married for more than a month knows sometimes you have to pray just as hard, if not more, for strength and patience with marriage as you do with parenthood. Now, while having God in your heart doesn't make marriage easier, He makes it easier for you to get through those tough times in your marriage. Now, verses 11 and 12, her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings a stay-at-home mother or the breadwinner, whether you're a mom